Hi, this is Morley, and this is the M-Wire. Well, folks, La Palma and La Cumbre Vieja do not want to quit no matter what. They just keep going and going and going. The eruptions of the volcano has continued and is still continuing 24 days later with no end in sight. The earthquakes are still constant on the island of La Palma. As a matter of actual fact, they had a 4.5 earthquake today, which is the biggest earthquake they've ever had. This situation on La Palma continues to dilapidate rather quickly with no end in sight, unfortunately. It's been absolutely terrible for the residents of La Palma. The report is that the air quality on the island is not very good at all, which doesn't bode well for the residents and, quite frankly, any neighboring countries close to La Palma. This is going to be a quicker update, folks. There's not too much new to report other than everything remains pretty much constant, but I am going to go over what Volcano Discovery had to say about it because I think that's very poignant. And they certainly put it in good perspective as, like I say, this situation continues with absolutely no end in sight. No one can pick a date on a calendar when this will be over. The eruption continues at high levels with no significant changes and no end in sight. At the vent, mild to moderate lava fountains generated ash columns rising to approximately 3,000 meters altitude, and lava flow emissions continue. The lava flows continue to expand the flow and field at various fronts, in particular along the northern margins where they slowly approach Laguna. Volcanic tremor remains high, suggesting that magma discharge rates remain high. According to the latest figures, the maximum width of the main lava flow is now 1,770 meters. 1,408 buildings have been destroyed or damaged, and approximately 6,400 people have been displaced. Most of them have found homes with friends or relatives, while a few hundred are accommodated in the Princess Hotel Fuencaliente. The strongest so far earthquake at magnitude 4.4 hit the island this afternoon at 3:33 p.m. about 20 minutes ago. That's basically when they put the update up. And the location was approximately 36 kilometers deep under the central part of Cumbre Vieja volcano. The tremor was widely felt on the island. Other than this, seismic activity has remained at similar levels as yesterday. During the past 24 hours, there have been 19 quakes between 3.0 and 4.0, 47 quakes between 2.0 and 3.0. Smaller quakes, certainly there are hundreds of such, can currently not be detected as they are hidden in the strong volcanic tremor. So these earthquakes, folks, can't even be fully reported on the basis that they are being drowned out by larger earthquakes. This is absolutely terrible, folks. These earthquakes are just getting larger, like a 4.5, which was downgraded subsequently to a 4.4. As I've said previously, you have to ask yourself, how much can a small little island like this take? That's obviously quite a rhetorical question, but I mean, it requires, an answer at some point. Like, this cannot go on indefinitely without something serious happening. This poor little island is just being battered and bruised by earthquakes day after day that are realistically in the hundreds of earthquakes. I want you to ask yourself, how long can this go on for before something very, very bad happens? It could be said that it's a small miracle in itself that no one has perished so far as a result of what's happening with La Cumbre Vieja. For those that are on the east coast of the United States and other countries, quite frankly, you need to be prepared. You need to have a bug-out bag and you need to have a full tank of gas, so if the worst absolutely happens, you could get away very quickly if necessary. I'm a big believer in the adage, it's better to err on the side of caution. You lose absolutely nothing if you are prepared and nothing happens. But you could potentially lose everything, including your very life, if the worst happened and you weren't prepared. Well, folks, thank you for coming along with me to my update. Please remember to like, to comment, to subscribe, and of course share this video. Many people need to know about this that are, quite frankly, oblivious as to what's going on with La Palma. And until the next update, God bless.